What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another FC 25 video. It is 6:30 on Sunday. The Arsenal-Liverpool game has just finished. Bit of a weird game. Arsenal just didn't look interested first half, looked very good second half, and then a silly error for a red card causing the game to kind of fall away the last sort of 10-15 minutes. But it's another point for Arsenal, closer to securing that Champions League football with a tough Newcastle coming up next. However, guys, we have got some new content today, and I know already that there is a wild piece of content because my Twitter account has just been going off the hook with people being like, can't wait to see his reaction. So I know that something's coming that's going to be bad, and that's going to be interesting. But let's take a look at what is there for us today. We have got ourselves the Team of the Season Bundesliga Cup. The group reward is an 87/5. 1 win for an 82/5, 2 for an 82/5, 3 for an 83/3, then an 83/5, another 83/5, an 83/7, an 84/4, an 84/5, a Team of the Season honourable mention, Gabriel Sara. Now, this card looks all right, actually. 4-star, 5-star, intercept, incisive, and long ball pass plus, centre mid, right mid, and cam. For a card that's like 90 rated, he's got really well-rounded stats, like decent passing and dribbling, nice pace and physical, decent shooting, and only 90 rated. He's going to be in for the next round of evolution straight away, which is quite nice. He's also got ping pass, jockey, technical, flair, bruiser, power shot, and dead ball, and then has wide playmaker plus, box to box plus, and classic 10++. Could maybe use a few extra rolls, but that's not too bad for 9 wins there. Then there's an 85/2, a Evo, win 11 matches for a +1 boost to all stats and overall, applicable to Team of the Season player items, excluding evolutions, excuse me, with a max 93 overall. We'll take a look at what that could be useful for a little bit later. 12 wins for 91 Fudala. Now, Fudala is another card that looks quite interesting, actually. She's a cam with 4-star, 5-star. Striker position as well. 81 shot power only, but otherwise insane positioning, finishing, and long shots. Brilliant pace. Brilliant dribbling. Very good physical. Okay, I say brilliant dribbling, like agility and balance is a bit low. You know, this is a sort of card here where with like the right chem style, like maybe an engine, you could actually be a banging cam. And then she's got low driven plus, incisive plus, rapid plus, quick step, flair, first touch, relentless, pinged pass, finesse shot, and power shot, with false 9 and poacher plus at striker and shadow striker plus at cam. Not a terrible card. 13 wins gives an 86/3, 14 for an 86/3, 16 for an 87/3, 17 for an 86/7, 18 for 95 Xavi Simons. 5-star, 5-star on him. Cam and left wing. Brilliant pace, brilliant dribbling. You know, composure reactions are a bit ooh. Nice passing, nice shooting. Okay physical and defending. He's got finesse shot plus, low driven plus, and incisive plus with tiki-taka, quick step, rapid, technical, flair, first touch, trickster, and Travella. So really nice playstyles there. And then he's got shadow striker and playmaker plus at cam and inside forward plus at left wing. I'm going to, like, whether or not he's good or not, play 5 and play 10, play 15 for SP, and a 1 of 384 plus, 1 of 286 plus, and 1 of 386 plus player pick. I'm going to tell you whether or not this is good or not by whether or not there is a game limit for getting him. If there's not a game limit, this is brilliant. If there is a game limit, this is awful. And I'll get into why when we go on to Footbin. But the Team of the Season Bundesliga Cup, there's a 25 game limit. Team overall, 87. Bronze players, 0. It's max chemistry, so it's not golden goal either. Bronze players, 0. Doesn't have silvers at 0, so you could at least put a silver bench on. 94 and higher overall is 0. 92 and higher overall is maximum of 5. So you can have 5 92s and 93s. And you need 7 Team of the Season honorable mention, highlights, or champions players in your starting 11 and subs. I don't even know how you would do that with a 92 higher and overall max 5. Means you're going to have to use the 91 and 90s, which means you might struggle to get an 87 rated squad. We'll build a team. I'll do a video on this a little bit later, guys, I think. But I don't like that at all from EA, not at all. If you want to use the best players in FC 25, there's only one sure way to get them. U7buy.com gives some of the best prices around for you to buy Ultimate Team coins. It's fast, safe, and reliable, and if you use code NEP at checkout, you will get 8% off their prices. So check the link in the description. And so with that, guys, let's take a look at the other objectives EA have given us. Obviously, like I said just a moment ago, guys, I'll get into why I think that's terrible. I like the pack returns for it, to be fair. The pack rewards are really, really good. But for the rest of it, not so much. As for the rest of the content, there is nothing new in the objectives. And so for the evolutions today, do we have a new Evo today? This one was obviously very good. From pitch to dance floor was already there. We've got Silver Mirage. So this is max overall 74. Position is cam. Playstyle is 10. Playstyle plus is 3. Total positions max 2. And it gives... What does it give for playstyle pluses? Ping, pass, finesse shot, and Trivela. Does it make 4-star, 5-star, 5-star? Let's select a player that we put in there. See what it does. So it does look like it makes 5-star, 5-star. How much is this? 10,000 coins. That's all right, to be fair. Especially if you can, like, chain it with some other Evos. What does it give, though? So it gives 16 pace to a maximum 94, 25 ball control, 12 shooting, 30 balance to maximum 91. It gives left mid position, low driven play style, 8 pace, 35 dribbling, 20 passing, 15 physical, shadow striker plus plus, and ping pass plus. 18 shooting, tiki-taka, trickster, inside 4 plus plus, 15 physical, 30 agility, with 16 pace, 25 reactions, 4-star skill moves, finesse shot plus, and left wing as a position with winger plus plus, and then gives technical plus as well. I mean, that's nice. It is nice for a winger. It's nice. You know, you get really good pace, really good dribbling, nice passing, nice composure. I have a feeling there's going to be some really elite cards that are able to be created through that evolution. So I quite like it. And just for 10,000 coins as well, I really like it. Outside of that, guys, we've got the daily logging upgrade. And of course, make sure to get this one. We've got some packs for today as well, guys. We will get there. In the end, we'll open the packs at the end of the video for today. I've got the 83x14s, the 83x10s, and the player picks, just to see if, like, you know, what we can get effectively from it as we go. Do we have a new player SBC today, though? Nothing at the start. Wish EA would just put it at the front or allow us to sort by new. Smith and Aina were already there. Azaz and Caicedo were already there. So, okay. So we've got Rick Van Drongelen. What a name, by the way. And Kim Min Jae. I could tell you this for free, guys. This Rick Van Drongelen is going to be good for that new cup because he's only 90 rated. 6'2", 4-star, 4-star. Centre back and left back. He's got bruiser, block, and slide tackle plus. I mean, it's a poor card, isn't it? It's a really poor card. All 6 defensive play styles, which is really nice. Incisive and long ball with quick step and relentless. And then has defender plus plus, which is the best one. And then fullback plus plus. I think as a centre back, he's actually not awful. You know, an anchor chem style on him. His dribbling and passing aren't the best, but his play styles are very good. Very, very good, actually. So with the anchor, he'll be pretty decent. It's one squad. Honestly, it's got to be like an 83 at most. 84. No team of the seasons, no team of the weeks. An 84 rate with a Dutch player. Yeah, banging. So go and get him. He will be good for the cup for sure. And we've also got this Kim Min Jae. He's also got all 6 defensive play styles, but he's got the better of the play style pluses there. Jockey, intercept, and anticipate plus with aerial, long ball, ticky, and power header, which is brilliant. He's also got all 3 defensive roles at centre back. Got very good short pass and long pass with decent vision, decent dribbling, very nice defending and physical with decent pace. And he's 4-star, 4-star at 6'3". So similarly, an anchor chem style there would be quite nice for Kim Min Jae. And he's only 4 squads to complete. So it's an 86, an 87, an 88, and another 88. No team of the weeks or team of the seasons needed, which is quite nice. I'm going to say something may be a little bit controversial here, but this is bad value SBC, and that like is because of, for example, the evolution that we got yesterday, the one that gave the centre back boost gives the centre back boost to incredibly similar regards to this. So this is the kind of card that people just have already. The only thing that carries this card hard is that jockey, intercept, and anticipate plus for playstyles is very, very strong. So I do think it's a good card, but I do think it's slightly overpriced. This is this is it, isn't it? A 1 of 3 93 plus Encore icon player pick. It contains Team of the Year, Future Star, Grassroots Greats, Foot Birthdays, Dream Chasers, and Immortals 93 or higher. It's a 1 of 3, and it is 9 squads. And it starts with an 89 rated squad. The only way this is okay is if exchanges were there as well. This is crazy. I don't even know what the other squads are, and this is already terrible. An 89 with a team of the week or a team of the season, and both only give a mixed players pack. Another 89 with a team of the week or a team of the season. 5 90 rated squads that give small prime gold players packs. And then a 91 rated squad with a team of the week or a team of the season with a prime mixed players pack. Guys, that is horrible value. Sometimes even when these things are horrible value, I will still complete them and I'll be like, let's see what it's like. I'm not doing that. I'm not getting anywhere near that unless we get the exchanges back. I'm not going anywhere near that. And then we've got the 87 and 88 rated squad for a 90 plus mixed heroes player pick, which is a 1 of 3 that contains Grassroots Greats, Fantasy FC, and Dream Chasers. Again, I just don't find it to be good value, man. I'm personally not going to be touching it. I don't care how much fodder I've got. I don't care how cheap fodder is on the market as a tradable entity. It's just a terrible, terrible value SBC. And I would urge anybody to just not do it, right? We've got Bundesliga Challenge 2 for a prime mixed players pack. This one is 22 chem, 11 players, 7 goals, 3 clubs minimum. Same country or region, maximum 4, and players from the same league, maximum 5. Really easy. Just do a 5-5-1 split. Get yourself a tradable pack. Make sure to use untradable players in there, though, of course. And then no new icons again. This has been a weird thing with Team of the Season. No new icons just in general, isn't it? So before we go into Footbin, let me go and get these fun packs that we built, or at least hopefully there'll be some fun packs. You know, these picks probably actually been better for me than the packs have. I've been hitting quite Erling Haaland. He's quite rare even as a standard gold, isn't he? I've been hitting quite a lot of top tier fodder out of these. 2x team of the seasons there, and Nandozi and McCabe. And then the last one here is going to give us, wow, that was actually awful. I was getting like 2s and 1s and like, you know, multiple team of the season and moments out of those before, but not this occasion. We've got 483 by 10s. Hopefully we can see some team of the seasons. We're starting with a moments, which could be a double walkout. It's not. It's Vanberg for about the 8th time. He's the guy that constantly gets put back into the 83 by 14s, the old Svanbergs. And who's the left mid as well? Can't remember her name. The from Bayer Leverkusen, Ogel, I think it is. She's in like basically every single pack, and then back into the packs to re-up them. But yeah, we've got one from our 83 by 10s straight away, which is all right. It would, of course, be nice to get the blues, to get the team of the seasons. You know, even though this is an account I don't play games on, it would still just be nice, wouldn't it? It would just be nice to get a monster team of the season. Let me know down below, guys, as well, how your cup experience is going, because I'm genuinely intrigued how people are getting on in the cup. Like, is it hyper sweaty? Like I say, I will make a video on it later. I'll build my team. I'll build what I would like to think would be a good team, a strong team, and this fodder isn't even great. It's like half of it is filled with 83s. And then maybe some play styles and some ways to kind of get the better out of it. But because everybody has to have, or well, not has to have, but because we have to have like 7, team of the seasons in the team, I got a feeling people's teams are going to be like quite similar. Whereas one of the things that I really enjoyed from the Cup before was that people's teams were incredibly unique and creative. You know, you had the odd people that just did the same old sweaty team as everybody else, but in general, they were pretty unique and creative. Now, we've opened all of our packs here, and that was abysmal. 1 moments from all of that is really, really poor. Now then, for Footbin, the active SBCs. This guy's downvoted, but I actually think he's all right. Kim Min Jae's upvoted, and like I said, like I do think it's a good card. I just think, look, here's the thing, right? And this is what we're going to get to with the icon, and what we're going to get to with Xavi Simons as well. The total set price here is 193,000 coins, right? Now, I am fully agreeing with the fact that tradable coins and fodder, they are different entities, and they are kind of like accumulated at different rates, right? Is it easier to get 200,000 coins worth of coins, or is it easier to get 200,000 coins worth of fodder? Obviously, the fodder is the same. The fodder is easier. The problem is, although the fodder is easier to get, it's an untradeable entity, right? So once you've submitted it, it's just gone. Whereas if you buy a tradable card, you could just sell it again, right? So when we look at like the players that are available here, Boskagli at 40k, we've got Team of the Years. Okay, it's Renard, although Renard is pretty good, but not the best playstyles, to be fair. Esteve at 25k, and I think he's a brilliant card. We got Schlotterbeck 94 at 53k, and Capier at 23k. Okay, he's got aerial, but Schlotterbeck's got slide tackle as well, which stinks a little bit. We've got Alexandro centre-back card, which is really nice, at 37k. And then, of course, we've got that evolution, and we'll ignore this one for a moment. We've got the Your Favorite Figurine that takes players to, for 75k, takes players to really, really, really good stats. Like, again, if we just compare Yoro to Kim Min Jae, and again, I'm not saying Kim Min Jae is a bad card, right? Like, don't make a mistake with that. But Yoro's got, Anticipate Plus as well, Aerial Plus, and then Block Plus. So maybe Kim Min Jae has 3 out of 3 elite playstyle pluses, whereas Yoro has 2 out of 3 elite playstyle pluses. They got the same pace, they got the same passing. Yoro's got a bit more dribbling, they got the same defending. Yoro's got a bit more physical and a bit more shooting. And all of a sudden, like, you look at this card, and I just look at this, and I just think, this just needs to be about half the price. And then I'd be sitting there going, yeah, this is a banging SBC. But for me, at the price point that it's at, I just think it's too much, right? Like, those 288s, get rid of those. Maybe like add in another 87. And I'm sitting here saying, do you know what, 100,000 coins for that card, or 100,000 coins worth of fodder for that card? That's reasonable. As it is, though, I don't think it's unreasonable. I think it will be a very good card in game. I just think there's so much other stuff out there now that mocks the price points here. And it's the same in that regard with, like, so Van Drogelen, again, he's a decent card. I think with an anchor, he's got good pace, he's got very good defending, he's got very good physicals, he's got decent dribbling and passing. Would I do this card on a normal circumstance? No, I wouldn't. Am I going to do this card because of the cup? Yes, I am. He's going to be one of my lower than 92 rated team of the seasons that are going to have to be in the team. And at 6'2", 4-star, 4-star, he is pretty cool in that regard. So there's that. When it comes to this mixed icon players pick, no, not that one. That's a mixed heroes at 100,000 coins. This here, what? 863,000 coins worth of fodder needed, right? I'm just gonna have a little snapshot of this real quick, because I want to keep on top of what icons are available. Now, I get it, 93 rated, right? That's fun. 93 plus is pretty good. But when we look at the players that are eligible, and we go to minimum rating of 93, apply, and we go to versions being, so we've got Team of the Year icons, we've got Future Stars icons, we've got Dream Chasers icons, Immortals icons, Grassroots Greats icons. Oops, I don't want Grassroots Greats, I want Grassroots Greats icons. So Team of the Year, Dream Chasers, Grassroots Greats. Was it Future Stars icons in there as well? Yes, Future Stars icons as well. The Team of the Year, we've got Future Stars and Grassroots Greats. We need Foot Birthday and Foot Immortals to go in here. So we've got, where are the Immortals? I'm being brain dead. Where are they? Oh, there's Immortals icons. They can go in there. And then also Foot Birthday icons. So we'll add the Foot Birthday icons in there as well. Now, I get it, right? LA 97's in there. Pele 96 is in there. Cruyff 96 is in there. Maradona is in there. Ronaldo's in there. Even by time we start getting to like Beckenbauer here, it's borderline like, oof, because it's like nearly 900,000 coins worth of fodder, right? So Henry Immortals icon is apparently like one of the best. I don't know how he's 8.8 million coins. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's bad, mind you. But you've got like some nice icons here. Maldini's brilliant. Ham's brilliant. Kaka, very nice, and 2.6 million. But don't be confused as well, because a lot of these icons are expensive because they're rare, not because they're good. Some of them are good as well, don't get me wrong. But then we get to around this area here. And if you get one of these players, so like Eusebio, Eto'o, Dalglish, Zico, and Jairzinho, you're kind of, you got lucky. Obviously, if you get one of these top ones, you're dreaming. But here's the problem. We've got Eusebio, Rivaldo, Van der Sar, Sauer, Ribéry, Raul, Holton, Campbell, Lothar Matthäus, Zola, Xavi, Garrincha, Lev Yashin, Puskás, Cafu, Ian Wright, Laurent Blanc, Buffon, Muller, who had an SBC as well, Casillas, Nedved, Beckenbauer, Baggio, Zambrotta, Rooney, Zanetti, Prinz, Gerrard, Enjoyer, Foodie, Smith, Abili, Ronaldo's... Oh, he's extinct. Ignore him. There are so many cards that are worth significantly less than the SBC that this is a genuine, and I mean genuine, IQ test. Like, as I say, if there was... Seek help if you actually do this. I mean, I agree, man. Like, it's terrible, right? If there was the exchange, or if there was like infinitely repeatable 83x14s or something, right? Maybe I'd have a different opinion. Maybe I'd be like, do you know what, guys? Let's grind it. There's no grind for it. You're just, everything you're working towards, weeks, days, whatever, 2 champ sessions and 2 rival sessions, you'll get one of these. Just not worth it, especially because when we look at the market anyway of the level of players that you can get, when you've got players like Olise at 1.5 million, Musiala at 765, Grimaldo is 100k, like, these cards, even that Kimmich at 225 is crazy. Upamecano at 300k, Alphonso Davies at under 500k, it's crazy, right? When we look at the current price points, and even if we look at the Premier League tots as well, because the Premier League tots, look at that, Bruno Fernandes is 40k, Erling Haaland is 300k. That's insane, by the way. Cole Palmer is just over 200k. That's insane. Gravenberch and Rice are now into the 500s. The team of the season market is just crashing, crashing, crashing. It's just coming down massively. Even Gabriel, who was nearly 1 million coins last week, is now 500,000 coins. And this is only going to get worse, right? Because when the La Liga team of the season comes out, and that's going to be cracked, by the way, it's going to diminish the price points of these even more. When the Serie A team of the season comes out, when the rest of the world team of the season comes out, all of these players are just going to become more common, more like, you're going to have 10, 15, 20 different cards that are identical to Cole Palmer, at which point nobody's going to want to pay for Cole Palmer unless you specifically want him, right? So when it comes to dumping that much fodder for those icons, it's just not going to be worth it unless, if you did it and you got dumb lucky, then fair enough. The other thing I wanted to talk about with regards to that is this brand new cup. Now, again, I will say, guys, I think the objective packs are very good. Where is it? Team of the season. Oh, is it in seasonal? No, that's for the FIGs and stuff. Maybe it's not on here. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's... oh, here it is. Right, the pack, the rewards here are nice. If you had like 40 attempts rather than 25 attempts, I'd probably be like, yeah, do you know what? If you can't even go like one win out of every 2, then fair enough, you don't deserve it. I think the SP and the player picks are nice. I think the rewards for winning games are generally quite nice. I think the evolution is quite nice. The +1 to any team of the season, maximum 93 rated. I think if we actually looked at team of the season cards and just put that to a max of 93 rated, there's probably a bunch of quality here where you'd be like, yeah, do you know what? I wouldn't mind a +1 on them. If we sort by the most expensive, we'll probably get the best options, I suppose, right? So Jacob Murphy, he's not, yeah, so you could get a +1 on him. That'd be pretty sick. That Emegar with a +1 would be quite nice. Bruno Guimaraes would be quite nice. Moises Caicedo would be good for it. Jonathan David would be good for it. There's not actually that many. A lot of them are quite cheap, so fair enough. But even though I quite like this Gabriel Sara, and I do quite like him as well, right? I think it's a nice card, right? For a centre mid, I think with an engine chem style, I think he's got some really cool properties. And there's only a 90 rated. I don't mind that as a reward. And the same for Fudala as well. Like, I don't mind it as a reward. Like, 5-star weak foot with, low driven plus, I think is really, really nice. I think you could go for an engine on her to boost her passing, but I'd probably try and play her as a striker with either a maestro, but probably a finisher. Like, I'd probably want to try and boost as much as I could that agility and balance. And like, okay, you only gain a bit of shot power and then that big dribbling boost. But as far as a 91 rated striker goes, it's not awful. It's not the best in the world. And, if it wasn't an objective, if this was an SBC, maybe I'd be sitting here saying, this is a bit of a problem. But there's a big reason why I think Xavi Simons should not be hard to get. Yes, it's a good card, right? And I would definitely put an engine on him. It gives him very good dribbling, perfect pace, near perfect passing, and good shooting. But he's got pretty poor defending, which is fine. He's a centre attacking midfielder, and he's got okay physicals, which again is quite fine. He's a centre attacking midfielder. The problem I have with this Xavi Simons card is when we compare him to Ødegaard, who was only 20 wins and you had 36 games to be able to get Ødegaard. Okay, Ødegaard's got one less playstyle plus, but Ødegaard has got more defending for less physical, same dribbling, more passing, more shooting, and a little bit less pace, and he's also 5-star, 5-star. And this Ødegaard card, of course, has been in the game for some time already, like 6 weeks or whatever, and was easier to get. He wasn't the final reward. He was one of the rewards during working towards it. And when we also look at players, and you guys are going to laugh at me, man, but I think Ball's like incredible in game. We've been playing with her again today. Ball's got incisive pass plus, long ball pass plus, and quick step plus. He's a centre attacking midfielder that's got the same passing as Xavi Simons. Only has 4-star, 5-star, it's fair to say. He's got more shooting, the same passing, the same dribbling, more physical, but for less defending. And the card's 32,000 coins. Like, we shouldn't be gatekeeping cards of any regard, in my opinion, now, especially if they're objective cards, right? This Xavi Simons isn't the sort of card that you're going to pick up and you're going to be like, oh my God, I have found the Holy Grail. He is the best card in the game, bar none, would be extinct 15 million coins on the market. And so because of that, just let him be accessible to everyone. Because the reason why it doesn't matter is because of A, you've got Team of the Season-esque cards like Ball, who are maybe a smidge worse than Simons, yet extremely cheap. You've got previous objective cards like Ødegaard, who I think is incredibly comparative to Simons and has been in the game for ages and was easy to get. But also, we are going to get more Team of the Seasons. As I say, we're going to get La Liga, Women's League, and another one of the minor leagues. We're going to get Serie A, the MLS, and something else, and then the rest of the world one and stuff. And then after that, and bear in mind, we're now halfway through Team of the Season, so that isn't far away. That this reality of after Team of the Season is edging ever closer. But after Team of the Season, the cards we're going to get are going to be the kind of the genuine silly season, right? Where we start getting like 96, 97, 98, 99 rated cards, 24/7, or maybe even 5 playstyle pluses, infinitely repeatable SBCs, and the game kind of like collapses in on itself at that moment. And because of that, this Xavi Simons should not be in a game mode that not everybody is going to be able to get him. It just doesn't make sense. We're gatekeeping fun for engagement, and I don't like that from EA. Like, just let us have fun. And it's the same for this Icon SBC, right? This Icon SBC is repeatable once every 2 days, and it's there for, 14? Was it there for 14 days? Or whatever. I don't even... Where's my... let's have a look. It's repeatable once anyway, every 2 days. Which I don't know who the hell's got the fodder to do that every 2 days. But it's repeatable once every 2 days. So you could do this 7 times, right? I don't know why you would, but you could do this 7 times. Why are we gatekeeping this? If this, like, what this should be, is this should be like just something a little bit more nominal, like a 300, 400k SBC, right? This should be like 290s and 289s. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting there going, there's a reason why it's only once every 2 days. because it's very good value. It gives everybody a chance of a big icon for a real, like, reduced fodder kind of submission. And so, guys, let's get these open. Let's do this. It looks really good. It looks really fair. And if you manage to hit a sick icon, great. You can play with him in champs this weekend. If you don't worry about it. We'll do it again in 2 days and we'll go again. I don't know why we're gatekeeping this icon every 2 days for an obscene amount of fodder that contains an extremely high amount of absolute trash cards that most people are most likely going to get consistently. It really, really bothers me. Like, this game is already chalked for the market price of cards and for the way that people's teams are and for how quickly you can go and pick up, like, an incredible team in this game. If you start a brand new account today, give it 6 hours and you're as good as everyone else, bar like some really exceptional lucky pack pulls that people would have accumulated over the course of the game cycle. And so why are we gatekeeping this sort of stuff? And the last thing I want to touch on today, guys, is this evolution. It's downvoted heavily, but I like evos like this because, especially at only 10,000 coins, you know, because there are going to be players that you're going to be able to put in. I had a feeling Vidal would be in there. You know, this Arturo Vidal for a 74 rated is very, very good. 5-star, 5-star, really nice play styles. And then you got to ask yourself, what other evolutions is he going to fit into straight away? Maybe you can give him holding plus. He fits into the little things if you still got it. You can give him quick step and press proven, rapid and long ball, power shot and chip shot. And there's just going to be those possibilities to put him in elsewhere. And so Ethan Nwaneri as well. I know he's got the Dream Chasers cards, but this one's 5-star, 5-star. He gains left wing. He's got cam. Does that mean he's eligible for another evolution straight away, whereas Vidal wasn't? No, he's not. But is he eligible to go into another evolution first? So Streets Memories first, and then Silver Mirage? Yes, he is. Is there a big difference in the stats and playstyles that he gets? Doesn't look like it, to be honest. But when we compare this card, and we can ignore Streets Memories on this regard, right? When we compare this card to Nwaneri's 93 rated Dream Chasers, the 93 rated Dream Chasers, fair enough, is only 44,000 coins, but only 5-star, 4-star, has less pace, a little bit more shooting, a little bit more passing, 1 more dribbling, and 10 more physical, but is 19 ratings higher. And so again, I've said it a lot recently because I seem to be the only person that is, or not the only person, but I seem to be one of a very few that is seeing evolutions like Silver Mirage and thinking about what I can do with a player somewhere down the line, which I know we shouldn't maybe be doing because we are in Team of the Season, and maybe we should just be getting a 94 rated Team of the Season card from a bronze, you know, instead of like stat limiting it in the way that EA have stat limited it, why not take it to a stat? You know, instead of like, you know, stat limiting it to 94 pace, 88 shooting, 89 passing, 84 physical, 91 agility, etc., etc. Why not just take the card to those stats? And then, okay, everyone's going to have an identical card. Who cares? Who cares, right? That would maybe be a little bit more fun. But I think for 10,000 coins, that's a good Evo for me personally. I quite like that one. However, for today, guys, that is going to be, unless I've missed something blindly obvious, the end of the video. Yeah, that's going to be it for today. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.